know what's interesting? Is that comp plan was very similar to this comp plan. Except this comp plan's 2.8 times bigger.
Wow.
Right, George? 2.8 times bigger. And that gets me flat out fired up because I saw a lot of people making 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700,000 a month. And if it's 2.8 times bigger, what does that mean the potential is? A whole lot more. And I think we can do even more than that because, I mean, the way this thing compounds, it's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through the 8 ways. And I'm going to get into depth on some of them because this is advanced comp plan. Okay, and I just want you guys to truly understand it. Not that I don't want you to go into all this with a brand new person, but I want you to understand what you have your hands on. Because this is powerful, guys. I mean, we have the power to go out and literally build a multi-million-dollar business. I believe that this team, the dream team, we will build a billion-dollar team.
Woo! Yeah.
When I say that, like I told you earlier, 64 cents of every dollar gets paid out in this comp plan. I mean, to visualize $640 million in compensation getting paid out to your teams. Would your teams be winning?
Yeah.
That's cool, right? I mean, it's cool to see your teams win. So it's amazing what we got our hands on here. The first way we get paid is customer sales bonus. Okay, we all understand what that is. It's pretty simple. You know, when we come in as a brand partner, we get our brand partner pricing, and those that don't come in as brand partners, they get customer pricing. We make the difference. Okay, the difference between our price that we pay and what the retail price is, that's what we get. We have a bulk order program. Okay, so for those of you that have the ability to sell lots of product, you get the pricing at even a discounted price, and you make the difference. That's your customer sales bonus. Number 2 is the PIP bonus. Okay, that's a product introduction bonus. This is designed when you bring somebody into business, their first initial order, you get a 20% commission. Okay, so I would recommend when you bring somebody in, I mean, you know, I would recommend that they come in not just with one product, have them get all the products. Okay, have them get them all. I highly recommend that they do the foundation pack. I always explain to people why they should do the foundation pack, the 2% of business revenue. To me, if you're going to build this business, that's an absolute no-brainer, period. I mean, I just ask them, are you going to build a business? Yeah. I mean, are you going to build it big or little? Build it big. Well, then it's a no-brainer to do the foundation pack. Because once you get to gold, you're going to pick up 2% revenue. Those foundation packs are 1,000 points. What's 20% of 1,000?
200.
$200. Okay? $200. So you get 20% of whatever that initial order is. If they come in with one 40-point product, 20% of that is how much? $8. That's not bad. I prefer 200. But 8's not bad, right? What do you prefer, $8 or $200?
200.
So get better at explaining why they should do things. Really, I mean, if you explain to people why they should do things, they'll do them. You're not selling, you're explaining. You're educating, you're informing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, that's why people buy $40 point products. Okay? Because your belief's not where it should be. But if your belief is where it should be, most people that I bring in are coming in with foundation packs. Because I believe in what I'm doing, and I inform them on what we have our hands on and why they should do that, okay? So that PIP bonus is a great way to get some money back right away. Mr. Lee, you talked about when you first came in, your team did 17 foundation packs. How much in your first week was your bonuses?
With my cycle and everything, 6,500.
6,500 is first week. Anybody like a first week like that? Okay. You just go to work. You go to work. That's how you do that. Now that's not sustainable. I mean, you're not going to continue to bring in people all the time like that with big packages all the time. But when you first get started, that allows you to make some money very quickly. Okay? Where your sustainable money comes is number 3, your team commissions. We all understand how team commissions work. Okay? The team commissions work as we build our two teams. We have a left team and we have a right team. This is a binary program. We're building two teams. Everybody understands what two is, right? Right? Two teams. So every bit of volume that gets created on your left side is going to go down that side. Every bit of volume that goes down your right side is down your right side. And what happens is we have cycles. 240 points, 480. If one leg is bigger than the other, obviously the 480s are going to come out with a bigger leg. And we get paid every week, so it might switch back from left to side. Does that make sense? 480, 240, might be 240, 480, 240, 480 the next week. And it'll go vice versa each week. Okay, it just stays on the bigger leg. Every time you have 240 points come out of one side and 480 out of the other, we get a cycle. A cycle is worth $28. Now here's the thing. When you're in the beginning and it's just you, all by yourself, how often is your business cycling? It's just you? It's not cycling. Okay? You go get a couple people and you've leveraged yourself. You've started to create some volume. Because they come in and the first thing they do is they purchase an appropriate package, right? That's what we want to teach them. We want to teach them to purchase an appropriate package, and you're going to get a PIP bonus off of that. And we teach the other side to do the same thing, and you're going to get another PIP bonus. And then volume is created, and you become a star in our comp plan. Okay? Now here's the cool thing. There's a star bonus that's worth $25 if you're doing 80 points yourself, and if you're doing at least 160 points every 4 weeks, if you have a LCP order coming in, you get $50. Everybody understands that? Okay, so when you go out and help two people come in and they order some product, you hit star. If you're doing 80 points, you get 25. If you're doing 160 or more, you get 50. How many people like to make money? How many people like to make all the money? If you like doing all the money, do 160 plus on your LCP. Now, there is a promotion going on. How many people have seen the promotion? For the entire month of November. This promotion is set up that if you go out, even if you're on 80, okay, even if you haven't made the commitment to jump up to 160, you can still go out and help somebody hit star. And does anybody have it right in front of them? I don't have the thing up here because our internet's really poor, but how much is it for hitting star with that bonus this month? What's that? Is it 50? Yeah. It doesn't matter. I think it's 50. Okay, and then 100 for the star maker. Okay. You could be on 80 and you still get this promotion. Okay. So here's the cool thing. For people that are just coming in that don't understand the importance of being on 160, they're going to be able to benefit from this. For those that understand the big picture, they're going to be on 160 because that's what opens up all the leadership bonuses. This promotion, when you go out and hit star, you get $50 for helping somebody for hitting star. But here's the cool thing. They're allowing you to go out and do that over and over and over. So every time you hit star, $50 this month. Okay? Does everybody follow that? So if you've already hit star, it doesn't matter. Go hit star again, $50. Go hit it again. So how do you hit it? You bring a new person on your right, a new person on your left, help them order product. You just hit star again. There's $50. You want to make another $50? Bring somebody on your left, bring somebody on your right, another $50. You want to make another $50 star bonus? Bring another new person on your left, another person on the right, another bonus. Does that make sense? And you can do that as many times as you want during the month of November, and you're going to be able to take advantage of that bonus for the month of November. That's a pretty cool deal. The company is really, what they're doing is they're tricking you to do the right things to build your business.
Wow.
Okay? They are. Because that's how you build a business. Put someone on your left, someone on your right, someone on your left, someone on your right. How many people want to become diamonds? Okay, if you want to become a diamond, you should have 20-20 vision. That means you put someone on your left, someone on your right, and do that 20 times. 20-20, 20 left, 20 right. Now you can do that as fast as you want. Miss Amy went out and did 20, and then she called me up and decided, after I told her what I did, she was gonna try to beat me. So she did another 27. So imagine if you guys went out and did that over the next few weeks. Put 10 in your left, 10 in your right, 10 more in your left, 10 more in your right. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, you'd have, that would be 50 times 20, that's another, what is that, 50 times 20,000 bucks? Right? Just some additional star bonuses, okay? Now, when you bring these people in, what are we teaching them to do? Same thing. We're gonna help them hit star. What do they get when they bring somebody on their left and right? 50 bucks. And they can go out and do that as many times as they want. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 times. They get 50 bucks every time. You bring somebody over here, help them go out and do the same thing. They hit star, they make 50 bucks. You make a star maker bonus because you helped somebody hit star that you brought into the business. Okay? Now, normally how Star Maker works, if you're on 80 points, you get a $25 bonus. And if you're on 160, you get a $50 bonus every time you do that. Okay? With this promotion in November, every time that you take that new person that you bring in and help them become star, you're making $100.
Wow.
Okay, so you help them make 50, you make 100. You help them make 50, you make 100. You help the next one make 50, you make another 100. You help the next one make 50, you make another 100. Okay? How many people like that? I'll tell you what, guys, that's paying us to do the right things. Because here's what I want you to visualize. As you're teaching people to go get their 2 and help their people get their 2, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. 2 get 2, get 2, get 2. What happens as your team starts to duplicate? That volume starts to grow. It starts to duplicate and grow. And that's where you start to cycle 1 times, 5 times, 10 times. What's 10 times 28? $2,800. 100 times. 2,800. 1,000 times. 28,000. You can make up to $28,000 a week on number 3, team commissions. Okay? How many people like to make $28,000 a week? You excited about that?
Yeah.
I mean, $28,000 a week. I know that's only a little over $100,000 a month. Buy on that? Could you scrape by and? But here's the cool thing. That's not even the most lucrative part of this comp plan. You guys realize it? That's not even the most lucrative part of this comp plan. In fact, Mr. George Ruiz, will you come up on the stage with me and have some fun?
Woo! Yeah.
Back to Mr. George Ruiz. When George came into business, him and I would talk for hours about this compensation. Hours and hours. And I thought I was excited about this comp plan. I mean, I know I'm excited about it. But then him and I would start talking, and have you ever heard the saying that iron sharpens iron? I mean, I'd get off the phone after 2 hours of talking with George, and I'm like, holy crap. This comp plan's even better than I thought. I mean, my mind started to stretch. See, I used to have a dream to make $1 million a month, but I think we can do it every week in this comp plan if we go out and get it up.
What?
So if you could share a little bit about check match, check team, check match.
Oh wow. That is actually the biggest part of the pay plan. It's long term, because at first you are making more money with the cycle, the days, etc. But in the long term, you're going to make more money. One of the cool things about this is, how many of you have been in a company where you train somebody, and then that somebody suddenly replace you, and you never make money on that person that you train?
Yep.
Here, the cool thing is that every time you bring somebody to your team, and that person even becomes way better than you, guess what? You're gonna get a 20% matching bonus up to 30% on whatever they earn through their life. Can you imagine in all the companies that you have been in the past, that you train many people, and then the person maybe took your job and you never make a penny? Here you are making money, and even if, again, if they're making more than you, it's good. Get a lot of money. By the way, 30%, and I'm going to go to the maximum, 30% of 28,000, let's suppose that you sponsor somebody that becomes the max out the plan, and that person hit 28,000 a week, that's $8,400 a week, over $400,000 a year on only one person.
Wow.
Only one person. That's without counting the people that they sponsor that become your second generation and the third generation or anything like that. And one leg, and we were talking about that, you could earn $1 million a year on only one leg.
Wow.
That's powerful.
Wow.
See, you get paid between 20 up to 30% on the first generation. But here's the thing, the second generation, that means the people that they bring into business, you can get 10% off of everything that those guys make.
And now, this is the coolest part, and I get so excited.
Woo! Yeah.
The coolest part, let's suppose that I don't know how many you have been in other companies, but you bring somebody, and that person doesn't do much. And bring somebody that becomes a superstar. Now that person that you sponsor, maybe it's not even inactive, but it's in the middle between you and the other person. Here the company to encourage behavior, because they know that person that you sponsor is not going to be helping that other person that becomes a superstar. The way that the matching bonus work in generation is that they pay all the way that 20 or 30% to the first bronze. That means that that person that you sponsor, maybe it was a dude, but didn't do anything. Oh, a dude.
A dud?
Whatever. Disappear. Like in magic, like you do. The person disappear. But then suddenly that person, that leader, it doesn't matter, it could be many people below. Because the computer is looking for the first bronze. And that person become again $28,000 a week. You're making $8,400 a week, $400,000 a year, and a person says you didn't even know. But the company is encouraging to work with that person. I mean, this is amazing.
So here's what is super cool about what George just said, okay? Dynamic compression. I'm gonna just say this word. Dynamic compression is what this is called, okay? I used to think when we first got started that if somebody wasn't getting a paycheck, that they wouldn't count, okay? And that's true. But George pointed something out. Until you find a bronze.
Right.
Well, bronze is 2,000 in volume.
Right.
So somebody that's building this business slow, maybe you got, grandma that's building it slow, and just doesn't want to build it that big. She's making $50 a week or $100 a week. She's not hitting 2,000 in volume. She's not a bronze. She doesn't even count. She doesn't take up that generation. So it might go down 10 generations, and you're getting 10% on all of those. And you might be getting 20 to 30% on 10 generations until you find somebody that's building on all of them. And then below that, third generation, 5%, fourth generation, 5%, fifth generation, sixth generation, seventh generation, 5% on all of those.
That's why, even if we talk about 7 generations, if we count levels, that by the way, the first time I saw it, I thought it were levels. But then, when, like you, when they talk about compression, I thought the person was to quit. When you have a person to the opposite, and that's 7 generations to be 40, 50, 100 levels. You could imagine on thousands of people what they are earning. Thousands. And some people are in the 20 and 30% you are matching on spending, and other ones 10%, and other ones 5%. But imagine matching on thousands of people, even if they are earning only $100, $200, $400 a week. Thousands of people. And that is why when Mark Joe here over $700,000 in a month in the company that were before, and the matching bonus was not even close to the one that we have now. The one that we have is way more powerful. I mean, I love that.
Do you understand why after George and I would have these conversations for a couple of hours? that we might be even more excited. And the funny thing is, we had these conversations like every night.
Yes. Well, when he came to my home, I think we saw the sun coming up. And we were talking about numbers because first we were talking about $1 million a year. He went to $1 million a month. We kept talking $1 million a week.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
By the way, $1 million a month is, in case you know, it's $12 million a year. A week is $52 million a year. I mean, a person that has a business that's earning $1 million, $2 million, $5 million a year, they're having 100 employees, 200 employees, 500 employees. Here, how many employees do you have? What is your overhead? The problem is that you are seeing some million coming to the events. But anyway, I just wanted. Okay.
Let's give it back to Mr. Jordan. So what I want you to remember about check match is if that works for one person, what if you bring in two? What if you bring in three?